All right, what's good, niggas? What is up with all these rappers nowadays dying by the dozen? It seems like after the 2010 era or the 2010 decade, that if you're a rapper, dying at an early age becomes a rite of passage. It's like, you know, it's like now, it seems like as if now, if a rapper want to sell records and go platinum, they gotta die. Shoot, you want to be a successful rapper? Die, nigga. Shoot. And I'm sorry to laugh at the notion of someone dying, but the thing is, that's what it seems like because, like I said, ever since the 20 teens, so many rappers die to the fact that now we have become uh, uh, um so desensitized to it. Now it's almost like, oh, another rapper died. Okay, it's almost like now rappers dying is like a cockroach dying. It's like we're so accustomed to seeing that we think it's now the norm. And I'm saying that because once again, another rapper died at a young age of 30. His name is PNB Rock. No, PNB, something like that. Am I right? I don't know. See, I don't listen to today's hip hop because a lot of today's hip hop is weird. Yeah. Okay. That's the rapper's name. PNB Rock. And I just found this. As a matter of fact, I never heard of this rapper until now after he died, unfortunately. A lot of rappers of today I never knew existed until after I heard that they died. What's going on, Juan G's? What's up? But let me read this article to you guys. Let me read this article to you guys. I could show it to you better than I could tell you. All right. You know what? Let me provide the link to this article. I'm going to post the link to this article in the chat, right? And it says this. It's from theinquirer.com. Oh, Juan G's. Juan G's, you from Philadelphia. So you probably know about this rapper because this rapper is from Philadelphia. So, but this article is from theinquirer.com and it's titled Rapper PNB Rock, a Philadelphia native, killed in shooting in Los Angeles. Rock was shot at a Los Angeles restaurant while being robbed of his jewelry, the Los Angeles Times reported. Then what's going on with Los Angeles? It's like a lot of people now speak about the violence that's in New York, but Los Angeles is no different. It's like the higher the homelessness rate is in Los Angeles, the higher the violence is. But this is a picture of this rapper, PNB Rock, who got shot and killed in Los Angeles. And it was written about an hour ago by Robert Moran or Moran. Okay, it starts off by saying PNB Rock, the stage name of hip hop artist and Philadelphia native Rakim Hashim Allen, was shot and killed Monday afternoon in Los Angeles. Local news outlets have reported. Oh, that was today. The Los Angeles Times, citing information from the Los Angeles Police Department, reported that Rock was shot multiple times while being robbed of his jewelry at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles location in South Los Angeles. Damn, you got shot and robbed in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? Damn. Rock, 30, was transported to a hospital where he later died. Rock was at the restaurant, part of a small but popular soul food chain in Southern California, with his girlfriend, who had posted a location tagged photo on Instagram. Oh, here we go with this dumbass shit that has since been deleted, the Times reported. The PNB in his name refers to the intersection of Pastorius and Bainton Streets in Philadelphia's Germantown neighborhood where he grew up. One of his singles made it to the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and he contributed music to the soundtrack for the hit 2017 movie, The Fate of the Furious. Philadelphia City Council member Kenyatta Johnson reacted to Rock's death Monday night with a post on Twitter, including a photo of Johnson with Rock and calling his death a sad loss for our city. Councilmember Catherine Gilmore Richardson also tweeted her reaction to the news, calling it heartbreaking. This just doesn't seem fair, she wrote. And this is the post from Councilmember Kenyatta Johnson, with a picture he took with PNB Rock while he was alive. It's a Twitter post. You know, a lot of motherfuckers on Twitter is fake as fuck. When they, post this rest in peace post, you know what I'm saying? And then they post a picture of them next to a person who done just passed away and shit like that. Please, people do that. People post these fake and phony rest in peace posts on social media as a way just to gain more, just for more attention, to gain more relevance. So this fake ass council member, I believe he was just doing that just to gain more relevance. The fuck out of here, man. But according to this rapper passed away, prior to this rapper, he was speaking in wild with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend posted a picture of them two, according to this article, with inside the restaurant with the location tagged in the picture. Therefore, this person being a public figure, was exposed to his location at that specific time. Doesn't that sound familiar? 2 years ago, a rapper from here in New York City by the name of, what's this guy's name? What's that rapper name that died in LA 2 years ago? By the name of Pop Smoke. Yeah, Pop Smoke. He died a similar way, where he posted a picture of himself and the address, and he posted the picture up on Instagram, and the address of that place that he posted the picture in was exposed, and people got into that location and shot and killed him. So this is something similar. His girlfriend took a picture, I guess, with them two, with inside that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in LA, with the location pinned on the picture she uploaded on Instagram. And of course, once again, like I said before, this person being a public figure who gets a lot of attention, the location of the place was seen, and I guess that attracted some moron to go inside and rob him, and unfortunately kill him. You never know. This probably can be probably was a setup by his so-called girlfriend. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's so goddamn sad how these young people are just passing away. Just like that, man. Let me close the window. I mean, now we're so desensitized when it comes to all these rappers just dropping dead like flies. And you know what's so funny? This is the irony, right? This is the irony when it comes to rappers dying. I remember when both Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G. passed away in both 1996 and 1997. I remember that time like it was yesterday. And when it came to the death of these two individuals, it shocked the world, especially the music world. And the reason why the death of these two individuals shocked the music world is because one of the reasons why is because it was very rare to see rappers end up getting shot and killed the way both Tupac and Biggie got shot and killed. So that was one major reason why it was a shocker into the music world, because it was very rare for rappers to get shot. But now, the irony is now, fast forward 25, 26 years later, after the death of these two individuals, it's like rappers are getting shot every day, B. That's the fun. That's the strange part. And once again, like I said earlier in this video, it seems as if a rapper getting shot and killed is a rite of passage of those rappers being popular. You talk from this one PNB Rock to Young Dolph to Pop Smoke to Nipsey Hussle to what's that rapper's name that died in 2018 and 2019? That rapper that's from Florida. He's from South Florida. I forgot the name of that little rapper. He had a little wave. It's like all these little rappers just dying, man. And the thing is that I'm just being general. I'm not saying that's the case with this specific rapper that passed away, but in general, right? It seems as if a lot of it seems as if a lot of rappers have not learned from the Biggie Smalls and Tupac situation and how them two individuals passed away. Because a lot of rappers, especially rappers of today, and once again, I'm not saying that's a definite for this specific rapper that passed away. I'm just making a general statement as far as rappers who have been shot and killed within the past 15 years, that a lot of them have tied themselves or affiliate themselves with the criminal world, right? And this is the same thing that both Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls did back in the 90s. They both have closely affiliated themselves with the criminal world. And look what happened to them too. Yeah, extension. Yeah. Thank you, Sigma American Arcana. Extension. Extension. Yeah. Yeah, that's the rapper from Florida who passed away like 2018, 2019. It seems like a lot of these rappers have not learned from the Tupac Shakur and Biggie Small situation and how those two individuals, those two powerful individuals, lost their life at a young age, partially due to them affiliating themselves with the criminal element. And the thing is, it seems like rappers that came afterwards have not learned from that lesson that maybe that if they separate themselves from the criminal element, they might increase the chances of them living. Because when you see, rappers who have passed away, like Pop Smoke, rappers like Nipsey Hussle, rappers like Extension, they still affiliate themselves with the criminal world. And thus they adopt this street mentality, which is a very ignorant mentality that gets people killed. The rapper Extension, based on what I read, he got killed in the middle of someone, trying to rob him at gunpoint and told him, give me your whatever, give me your jewelry or money. And Extension looked at the person in the eye and said, no. I'm like, dude, the person got a gun to you, man. This is not, when a person have a gun to your face, when you're staring at death in the face, this is not the time to be all prideful and trying to act like you got the bigger balls. What's more important is you leaving that situation alive. But people don't think like that when they think with this ignorant street mentality, trying to be this fucking tough guy. And that shit gets people killed. Like Pop Smoke, for another example, right? He affiliated himself with gangs, and it's unfortunate what happened to him because he got shot and killed in his sleep. But at the same time, he affiliated himself with the criminal world, which might have been a big factor that might have caused his death. It's like you should, and it's like people have not learned from the deaths of Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G. and the mistakes that them two have made while they was alive. And people from later generations should have learned from that mistake. And once again, I don't know if that's the case with this specific rapper, PNB Rock, but it seems like a setup to me based on what I read. It comes across as if it's a setup. You taking a picture, with your quote unquote girlfriend at a restaurant. The girlfriend posted the picture up on Twitter with the location, with the actual location of the restaurant connected to the picture, thus people knowing your location and common sense. Once again, if someone's a if a person's a public figure, it's best for that person to have a level of privacy and not let people know exactly where you're at. For so you can have a level of privacy and security and not attract the wrong types of people that might want to come and do something to you. So that shit seems like a setup to me. But in general, once again, you have these rappers dropping dead like flies. Like you know, it seems like it's a rites of passage. Now, okay, Sigma American Arcana wrote something. Okay, let me see. Okay, he said this. He said, okay, bro Wacky, have you heard about most of the dying rappers nowadays are from the same label? I forgot the name, and supposedly the label has life insurance policies on these artists. I heard something like that. But I haven't done, deeper research on that. But I've heard something like that. That a lot of these rappers who are dropping dead come from the same label. And Sigma American kind of also wrote the majority of these dudes should have never been given a mic in the first place. No, that's a good opinion. Somebody said, okay, well, Degenerate. I'm not gonna say something. I'm gonna say Degenerate Sharing said, I'm a little bit annoyed that some dudes in this space are making this out to be an LA thing where rappers die in every city. Yeah, rappers die in every city. Young Dolph didn't die in LA. Hell, Tupac Shakur didn't die in LA. It's not an LA thing. This is a nationwide thing. Hell, rapper Big L didn't get shot in LA. Big L didn't get shot and killed in LA. Extension didn't get shot and killed in LA. you know. But at the same time, Los Angeles does have a long history of getting rappers killed. So I'm not gonna say that it is exclusively tied to Los Angeles, but the truth of the matter is that Los Angeles do have a long history of rappers getting shot and or killed. So it's the truth there. I mean, you got what? Biggie Smalls, Pop Smoke, this rapper PNB Rock, Yo Gotti I think Yo Gotti got shot in LA. A few other rappers got shot and killed in LA. This one rapper, I don't know if you guys remember this song where the chorus in the song was like, "You're a jerk, you're a jerk," and they had this. There was this rap group that had this movement back in 2010 called the Jerk Movement, and that group is from Los Angeles, and one of them got shot and killed in a mall in Southern California. So I'm not going to say that dead rappers is exclusively tied to Los Angeles, but at the same time, Los Angeles do have a long history of getting shot and killed in Los Angeles. Yeah, Chinch Drugs. As a matter of fact, you know what's so funny? I know the exact area where Chinch Drugs died. The exact area where Chinch Drugs died. I know the exact area. And I walk, I'm not going to say it. I've been to that area several times. So I know that area. And you know what's so funny? The area where Chinch Drugs died, it's not a violent area. It's a busy area, but at the same time, it's actually a safe area. So Chinch Drugs got shot and killed in a safe area. It was people from a, you know, from his old neighborhood, allegedly, that followed him to that area where he got shot and killed. You know, thank you, Jersey Hammer. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Jersey Hammer. That's an excellent point. He said the problem is the allowance of violence within the rap culture. That garbage should have never been let into the art form. Exactly. Exactly. Once the whole violence and gangsterism got embraced in hip hop music, it basically turned hip hop music into an extremely ignorant art form where it created a culture where people think it's cool to be a fucking criminal. And that mindset is deep within hip hop within the past 20, 25 years that is now causing a new generation of rappers to be murdered at an early age. And you know what's the irony? I'm glad that Jersey Hammer made that point because I was about to go to that point. The irony with this, with what I just said, is that when hip hop music was first created in the streets of the South Bronx, one of the major goals for that art form to be created is to keep kids from the inner city out of trouble, so they won't have to end up going into gangs and end up going into selling drugs and what have you. So when once again, when hip hop was first created in the early 1970s in the streets of New York City, one of the goals was to find a way from kids in the inner city to stay away from trouble, so they won't end up in gangs. Now in hip hop, it's the total opposite. It's embracing gang culture, embracing gang life, thus getting people into trouble and getting people killed. And it's like I said before, it's to a point where now it seems like now being a rapper, if you want to be platinum, you gotta die. Like as a rapper, it's a rites of passage if your ass die. If you want to be a rapper now and you want to be popular, nigga die. And then you'll go platinum. Yeah, I think that's what that group called Degenerate. It was called New Boys. New Boys, which is the group that I'm talking about when I said that there was a rap group and one of the rappers in the group got shot and killed in LA. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Being a rapper is very dangerous at this point. Unless if you're a conscious rapper. Unless if you're a conscious rapper or if you're a rapper like Drake, where all you do is rap about how much of a simp you are. I mean, don't get me wrong, your integrity goes down the drain, but you're still alive. You know, you never hear of a lot of conscious rappers dropping dead. You never hear of a lot of rappers like Drake who beg for pussy in his rap songs dropping dead. You know, but but if you're a rapper that embrace that street element, you're increasing your chances of you getting killed because it's going to be some psycho out there that's going to try to test you and say, let me see if it's real tough. And they're going to carry something. And usually that's how it is. Jersey Hammer says, just from my memory, because I was never really a hip hop person, the 70s and 80s versions of rap was mostly just fun lyrics, maybe a little sexual, but there wasn't any guns. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, really? NBA fan says he was more of an R&B pop singer. R.I.P. Man, he was very talented. I like some of his stuff. Oh, okay. See, I don't really know him. I never heard of his music. But nonetheless, it's sad that that individual passed away at a young age. At 30, he got shot and killed at 30 years old. That's too young to get shot and killed. 30? That's young. Janadrian Batar says there used to be a time when you can just say a rhyme and wouldn't have to worry about wanting your people dying. Eminem. Oh, that's what Eminem said. Okay, that's the Eminem line. All right. Yeah, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar is going to live a long life. Yeah, like I said, how many conscious rappers do we hear getting shot and killed? Janadrian Batar says, I always like conscious rap, hip hop, and R&B. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's how hip hop started. Hip hop really started, yes. Like, well, in part to what Jersey Hammer said, hip hop started where the music was about having fun, but also another element to hip hop was conscious and gave awareness to the things that black people was going through, especially in the inner city. So both those elements created hip hop in its early days. You know, the generous Shanker said, I think conscious rappers do get shot as well. Well, which one? I never heard Most Def getting shot at. I never heard anybody from the Roots getting shot at. I'm not saying you're lying, G Generous Shanker. I'm just saying I personally have never heard any stories of Most Def getting shot at, of anyone from the Roots getting shot at, of people like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar getting shot at. I never heard. You know, I mean, does R&B actually do exist in today's world? Because a lot of people who in today, a lot of artists that claim to be R&B singers in today's society sound like rappers, but at the same time, a lot of rappers of today who claim to be or a lot of musicians who claim to be rappers of today sound like R&B artists. So it's like you don't even know the difference no more. Hell, you don't even know if you're listening to hip hop, techno music, or alternative, or some artificial R&B shit. You know, NBA fan says, "Nah, there are good R&B artists now. Brent, Bryson, Giveon, Daniel Caesar, Pink Sweat. Oh, somebody named Pink Sweat. I hope that's a female named Pink Sweat. Lucky Day, etc. It gets worse when the rapper try harmonizing like Lil Durk when he tries to sing. But that's what you hear. That's what you hear a lot of times in today's hip hop. But you got rappers harmonizing over the beats, sound like they singing, and they're not even rapping. I don't know. Yeah, me neither, Juan G's. Me neither, Juan G's. And Juan G's, you from Philly. You from not only a rough ass city, but you from a city that gave birth to a whole lot of conscious hip hop artists. And same here, I'm from New York, where they birthed a lot of hip hop, conscious hip hop artists too. And I just never heard of them dying. You know, I never heard of Consequence dying. Can you consider Consequence to be a conscious artist? You know, Guru from Gangstar, he passed away. He was a conscious artist, but Guru from Gangstar, he passed away from a brain aneurysm. He had a disease. You know, he didn't get shot and killed. What about what's that conscious rapper from Chicago who made that one single with Kanye West, and now he's like he's like a member of the city council in Chicago. I forgot that rapper's name. He's from Chicago, and he's a member of the Chicago City Council. Okay, Tupac. Tupac was a. I'll say this: Tupac was a conscious rapper until he went and got signed to Death Row Records. Once Tupac Shakur got signed to Death Row Records, the conscious side of his music was nowhere to be found. And Nipsey only became a conscious rapper. No disrespect to him, but Nipsey only spoke about consciousness in his raps when it was trendy to be woke. Like conscious rappers like Common Sense, Talib Kweli, rappers like KRS-One, X Clan, them rappers was conscious from the beginning of their careers all the way down to the end. So people like that, I'm talking about individuals like that, they don't get killed. Now I'm not speaking about Lupe Fiasco. I'm not talking about Lupe Fiasco. I'm talking about another rapper, not Lupe. I'm speaking about another rapper from Chicago. He made like one single with Kanye West back in 2005, right? And that single had a little buzz. But then afterwards, he ran for local politics in Chicago. I forgot the name of that rapper. Oh man, I love Nappy Roots, man. That song. Oh no, hell nah. Yeah, I've been up and none of oh no, hell nah. Yeah, man, Nappy Roots. I love Nappy Roots, man. You know. But it's like, when will hip hop artists learn? And once again, I'm just speaking in general because I'm not saying that this is the case with this specific rapper that passed away. I'm just speaking in general that when will hip hop artists learn that when they tie their music with violence, they're attracting a certain type of energy that can get them killed? We have a long list of rappers who are examples of this. It's so sad. It is very sad. It is very sad to see what's going on with these musicians. And, there was a point in time where hip hop music was seen as an escape for Black men who used to live a criminal lifestyle, and they want to leave that life to do something legitimate in order to prevent themselves from dying within the criminal lifestyle. So they utilize music to escape the life of drugs. I'm talking about the rappers who actually used to do gangster shit, not the wannabe gangsters. The rappers who used to do gangster shit before they started rapping. They use music as a way to leave that criminal lifestyle that they once lived, in order for them to increase their chances of living and decrease their chances of going to jail. Now, now it's hard to say if a person who becomes a rapper will increase their chances of living. You know what I'm saying? Especially if someone who used to be involved in a criminal lifestyle and decide to utilize music as a way to escape that criminal lifestyle. Nowadays, the way these rappers are dying, it's hard to say if people in that position would increase their chances of living if they go and become musicians because musicians are damn near dying like flies. They dropping dead like fucking cockroaches. It's crazy, man. Oh, okay. That's a interesting quote by DJ Quick. I never knew DJ Quick said that. Janadrian Batar says, "See, some don't realize the power of lyrics because when you rap about death, you talking to spirits." And I guess what he's saying, that's a quote from DJ Quick. And if DJ Quick did say that, that's a true quote because words do have power. People don't understand the power of words. Even the scriptures, the Bible speaks about the power of the tongue. You know, you, even the scriptures speak about what you put out, the energy that you put out there can come to life. So if you put violence out there, that can come to life and bite you in the ass. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And you know what? Like, I've heard people say this, where people say, you know what, you might as well just formulate another music genre and just leave hip hop alone. But if that's the case, right, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, people do that. People decide to, leave hip hop alone as a genre and start a whole new music genre. The thing is that if you bring violence and the glorification of criminal activity in that new music genre, then the results is going to eventually end up like the way today's hip hop world end up, with a lot of dead artists singing within that genre. So the problem is not really hip hop in itself. The problem is the type of elements that has been glorified in hip hop within the past 25 years, which is the criminal elements. That's the problem. It's the way of thinking of a lot of rappers within the past 25 years who have used their music to glorify criminality. That's the problem. It's the glorification of criminal activity that's got brought into hip hop music. It's not hip hop music in itself that's the issue. Yeah, music is a very powerful thing. Yes, it's true. Music is a very powerful thing because music and media in general plays a profound role in a person's psyche, to the point of fact that if a person listens to the same music song over and over again, or if a person watch the same type of television shows over and over again, they will emulate eventually what that person hears in the music, or emulate what that person sees on TV eventually. There have been studies to actually prove this, which is no coincidence why, due to the rise in popularity of so-called gangster rap, what has also been popular within Black America, Pookieism, being a gangster, being a thug, being tough. That has been considered cool within Black America for the past two and a half decades. And that same mentality that's cool have caused a lot of young Black males and females to get killed. And that type of shit needs to go away. But you know what? I've speaking way past my time. You know, that's just me saying a little some real shit, but I'm just a little bit too much past my time. I gotta go to bed. So with that, you guys have a great night or a great morning or a great day, depending on which part of the world you're at right now, or whether or not you'll listening to me live or on the playback. Anyhow, peace.